Hello, this is Tidal from T-Zone, and today we are covering the most anticipated board games March 2022 edition. But before that, let's look at this campaign. This Word of Mine, Ukraine Call Sale. This is by Awakened Realms, and this is all for the Ukraine conflict case. They will send the money from here to Ukraine. So if you want to support them, you can buy this Word of Mine from here. But sadly, the English edition is sold out. So if you can speak German, you can speak French, or you want to have some new add-ons for this game, or you just want to support Ukraine, please check this out. This is a Ukraine support. Okay, so let's dive into the most anticipated board games March 2022 edition. So the first one is the Dark Quarter. This is by Ducky Duck Games and Van Ryder Games. And the most known game from these two companies is Chronicle of Crimes and Detective. You are trying to solve a case by the app, and this one is a cooperative narrative board game, and this will use an app. So this is an app-driven game. If you hate that, then this might not be your game, because some app-driven games issues still exist. It will not disappear, but I believe these two companies will deal the app very good. And if you like the idea of Chronicle of Crime, then you should check out this. Next up, we have Dead by Daylight, the board game. And Dead by Daylight is the game I played the most. I love Dead by Daylight. I play it like every day. Not recently because I'm quite busy these days. But still, Dead by Daylight is my love. So this is a strategic survival horror experience for 2 to 5 players. We don't have many information for this game, so we still don't know how this will play out. But I'm very curious about how the perk will work in this game. It's like I see the Iron Wheel in their pictures, and I just don't know how that will work in board games, because Iron Wheel is a perk that you will still silent when you're wounded. So I really don't know how this will work, but I'm very looking into this. Next up, we have Tidal Blades 2, Rise of the Unfolders, and this is a second one for Tidal Blades. Tidal Blades did a great job at the first campaign, and this one is a dungeon crawler for 1 to 4 players. Each character have their own dashboard and their own abilities, but the most interesting part is each player will have their own 9 square division. And this 9 square division is actually your actions. You need to choose like a column for your actions, and you will have a hand of cards that you can put on the 9 square divisions. So that's the most strategic and most interesting part of this game. And I believe Tidal Blades 2 will still bring some surprise to you if you want to play this. Next up, we have Fujiyama with Ajisai. This is not covered in any videos I found until now. This is an upcoming campaign from Japan, and these are two small games. And first up, we are covering about Ajisai. Ajisai is a little bit like Reversi, and you need to control the colors for this flower and get points from it. This is like a little puzzle with some Reversi elements. So next, we have Fujiyama, and if you want to call it Mountain Fuji, it's okay. And in Fujiyama, we have a board for this Fujiyama, and there are some symbols on it. We will have some tiles and with some little symbols there, and we will need to fit the symbols perfectly to gain points. And on the other hand, we can help other players, and then we can get some animals, and animals can be points as well. So this is as well a little puzzle game and looks interesting, so make sure you check it out if you like little puzzle games. Next up, this one is the most anticipated game for me. This one is Tamashii Chronicle of Ascent, and this is from Awakened Realms Light. I don't know exactly if this is light, because this don't look really light. And some players discuss this about the title of like this is Tama, not Tamashii or something, but yes, this is Tamashii. I am a Japanese teacher, and I know this is definitely Tamashii. Anyway, Tamashii is based on a cyberpunk world. This is in 5869. Okay, this can be played out in solo, in cooperative, and in competitive. This is so good. And some scenarios, they can be played separated, but it's still a streamlined experience. And we're some outlanders in this world. In this world, everyone is, cyberpunk, so we have some machines, or we have some computers in our brain or something. So you can hack to other people's body. We can be a spy, we can be an assassin, we can be a raider or hacker or store master. And each time you will explore your map in this tiles, and each map tile will have some different symbols on them. This is like you need to spend these 2 symbols to use this ability on this map tile, or some map tile is this. You can change the body, so this is about the body changing part. You can change into some other identities and do something different in that body. And another interesting part is you can make your own program and hack to the world or system, or be stronger or do some abilities. This is like a little puzzle, like a bullet. This is like a little puzzle, a little bit like bullet. You need to move these symbol tokens and make them into this pattern to use this ability. Like this is a polygon, so if you match this pattern, you can remove them to your pool and then deal 3 damage, then you may move to adjacent tile. And additionally, each time you're exploring, you're moving on the map, or you're doing your program, this count as an action. And if you do too many actions, the enemies will come sooner. So maybe sometimes you will choose just do 1 action or not even any actions, just pass your turn, and then you will be safe for a while, of course. And this one is not really that expensive. This is $75 for the core box, and of course some stretch goals. And I think this is fair. We still have 3 or 2 days for this one, and after the campaign is on, I will do more introduction of this one. Next up, we have a new game by Cyanide and Happiness. I don't know how to read it. We still don't have any actual information for this game. We just know that if you follow this page, then you will get some blind box for a miniature. We'll talk about this someday. Next up, we have Andromeda's Ash. This is designed by the designer who made Dwellings of Eldervale. And still, we don't have many information of this, but all we know that this is a competitive experience. We will have some worker placement, we will have some area control, tab loop, engine building. This one's good. And hand management, ooh, and dice battles. And this one, I'm very looking into this. But still, I don't know when this will up, so if we have some more new information, I will tell you absolutely. Next up, we have Sleeping Gods Distant Skies, and this is the second campaign from Sleeping Gods. And this is a cooperative narrative game, kind of like an open world game. You need to explore this by yourself and try to find the whole story of this world. And in this campaign, we not only have some new contents, we also can have the old ones, everything from this campaign. And as the reviews I watched, this one is a very good storytelling experience. If you like stories, if you like a very deep narrative experience, this will be definitely your game. Next up, we have some pledge managers open, which is like Wild Sand Laverne Rising. This is a skirmish game. This is for 1 to 4 players. You can play this in cooperative or competitive PvP mode. And the best part of this game is definitely the miniatures. Lazy Square Games always make some fabulous miniatures, and this game provides you some experience like a monster hunter. You will go to hunt and then get back to your camp and manage your camp and prepare for the next hunt. This one will have a main story, which is from Laverne Rising, and I believe the story will be impelling and very well done. And of course, this is skirmish and dungeon crawler game, so you will make your character stronger and you will roll your dice for your attack. So again, dice rolling, if you like it, then this might be your game, but this one is not cheap actually. Next up, we have Final Girl Series 2 for the Pledge Manager, and this one, if you like solo games, check this out. This is a solo only experience. Every time we will pick a feature film and the Final Girl, and then you can play it. So what is feature films? So this game takes some elements from thrill horror movies like The Alien, not really a horror movie, but the Red Hood, and Silent Hill, of course. And I'm really looking into this game because this game will have tons of replayability. We will have a little map like this, and we'll move around this and save some victims from this. Every time we want to do something, we need to play a card and roll some dice, see if you succeed. But this game is most about hand management and resource management. So sometimes you will get a symbol which tell you to discard 2 cards to get 1 success. Sometimes we will really need some actions and you won't want to give it up, but you need that success. And most action will take your time, and time is a very important resource because time will buy your time to playing for the next turn. So time is a resource that you can get to buy some more card for the next turn. So if you spend too much time for one turn, then the next turn will be weaker. So this is the main concept about this game, and I backed this all in, and I will show you if I get this. Okay, so that was the most anticipated board game, March 2022 edition. And I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will show you more information if I get some, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!